Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda Heroes like defender of the fatherland, off to a 1v1 on Pachino Stalemate. In the northwest stands Havoc, champion of the British Army, clearly here, setting out with the glorious 7th Armoured Division here. In the east is Fornost, fighting here for the German army. The Deutsches Afrika Korps and the 16th Panzer Division, hastily assembled here. We got double sappers up versus a bike Panzer Grenadier start here. And no you chose a battle group. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters for the generous and wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking my videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. And finally, a big thanks to William for his generous donation. Very helpful as well. So, straight for the cutoff point here. Note the barbed wire here to make it harder for the opponents to dig into the point and, use it against Havoc. We might see something similar here out of Fornost. A bit of barbed wire there if he's paying attention. Or perhaps he doesn't care. But it's not uncommon to see these cutoff points nowadays being fortified with barbed wire ever since they moved the few points up here. The big ones, that is, instead of here, which of course just created repetitive gameplay just across these two spots. Now it's really repetitive gameplay up here, but at least no buildings are involved, which I think is sort of the big win there, if you will. But we got Panzer Grenadiers on the Fornost, more German infantry, Panzer Pioneer trying to push for that cutoff point. Are met here by Havoc's yeomanry here, the infield wielding section. There you go, Panzer Pioneer withdrawing here. Fornost quick to realise this engagement was going to go very rapidly pear-shaped, decided not to waste time on it. Base in the south of the bike grabbing point. Second Panzer Grenadier squad ready. Havoc here could have pushed for the cutoff point, probably worried there might be something there hiding around it. And we got those Panzer Grenadiers in the centre moving northwards. Others setting out, another section of the for Havoc, seizing the southern point with the bike. And straight for the cutoff point now, perhaps not feeling scared, or perhaps just deciding he's got enough forces. Any number of reasons, bike rushing northwards will of course respond to this. And note the way he's moving up. He was clearly anticipating it, I think, so he's going to move up there, try and catch Havoc from several sides. So the sappers moving in there undercuts Fornost's counterattack. But there you go, moving in now. Bite though. Parking itself in the most obvious spot didn't help. But there you go, sappers being focused down here by Fornost troops. Panzer Pioneer arriving. Sappers on health, section low on health. And Havoc just, makes a break for it here, trying to minimize casualties further. Buying himself some time nonetheless in terms of slowing down Fornost's economy. Got more section way for Havoc. We got more Panzer Grenadiers on the way for Fornost and the German army here. They're shooting here across the point here. Bike rushing northwards. Looks like he's going to try and flank the section. But also, just as crucially, what he's actually doing here is he's using the bike as bait, allowing the Panzers to close in.
An infantry section of Tommies has been trained.
So, that was pretty tactically savvy there by Fornost. Meanwhile, fresh section ready. We got 3 sections with infantry, regular riflemen, plus 2 of sappers. South side here, sappers, busy bit as well there. Having though already feeling the heat here from Fornost, and we got the light support company up there for Fornost.
Territory is out of supply.
Sections moving out. Panzers there firing back at the advancing British forces. Back on the scene as well. He got flamethrower sappers, obviously to make it harder here for Fornost to dig in. Fight, those about to go down, and down it goes. That's a definite win here for Havoc. And with the flamethrower team, of course, with all the sections, the defense does become now much tougher for Fornost to keep that cutoff point constantly out of British reach here. And Havoc orders his men forward for the glory of the British Empire. Tea, biscuits. So there we go. Definitely presenting a bit of loss there for Fornost. Lost his ability to just easily capture points. He lost mobility, and of course he lost an easy trigger for the combined arms bonus of his infantry. So losing that bite there definitely is a bit of a tactical win there for Havoc. Really just hurts Fornost where it hurts. Panzers moving about here with the DAK bolt action rifles. We do get Havoc here with the Vickers machine to try and halt all the German infantry. I'd say that is a strong move there. Sappers getting focused down here. Taking heavy damage from the Panzer Grenadier and the DAK bolt action rifles. Cutoff point that hit again. Havoc, of course, knowing where to hit. Like an experienced boxer. Comes there, they're getting focused on. Lack of healing for Fornost's men does mean like these kind of attacks become very painful, as again his men are just so unhealthy. He needs the ambulance up very badly. He might also want to consider calls a machine gun. Meanwhile, we got Havoc with his machine gun team, Panzerpini flanking in. No flamethrowers though, and we do also have a very early MG34 here upgraded for the Panzer Grenadiers. Routed here, and of course worth noting about an actual Panzer Grenadier squad. At least for most of the war, they were actually heavily equipped with light machines. There typically be 2 light machine guns per squad, 1 for each fire team. Fun fact. As a regular infantry divisions, Grenadier squad only had 1 machine gun, for 10 to 12 men, or later Swarm and Dawn, 8 men. There you go, push back the Budovicas. Got the platoon command post up for Havoc, was looking to keep the lead here versus those Bloody Jerry's. Fornost, though, still without healing. Calling in the lightest Infanteriker Schutz. Going to use that 250 clearly for healing, so it doesn't have to spend fuel on an ambulance, at least not right away. Lightly then looking to push for the flak feeling. There you go, healing from the 250.
Pay attention, lazy buggers.
Section moving up.
Oh, contact with the bloody enemy! Grab the ammo.
Vickers was a brief while there, but decided to move on. Bit of quiet here, of course. Fornost had to pretty much put everything on hold there to get his men healed up. But of course, now he's once removed. South side, Havoc's making great progress. It looks like we could see more heavy emphasis than investment up north. There you go, Vickers team moving in here. Bit exposed. Fortune for him, though, there's no flamethrower on the Panzer Pioneer, but Havoc, I think, quickly realizes this situation is either way completely going pear-shaped and just withdraws here before his Vickers crew becomes a machining gewehr crew or worse. Well, that actually is the worst case. That's worse than ever, just losing it. German forces are pushing ahead here. 250 half-tech now supporting an assault here by Fornost's men here. 16th Panzer Division on the offensive. And we can see the Havoc's men scatter like leaves in the wind. We got the flak filling there on the way for Fornost. Certainly further complicating matters here for Havoc. What will he do? 6 panel guns, Stuarts, Humbers. Or is he just planning to move for the company command post? I mean, he's going to need anti-tank weapons soon enough either way, because otherwise that flak feeling will absolutely eat him alive.
Victory point under enemy control.
Panzer Pioneer, they're caught. Routed. Gloriously in the south here, though. Panzer guns running there with a half-track. Strong mechanized force there. In the case of the 250 half-track, the organization was selected 2 of them per squad, with each half then riding in a separate 250 half-track. Fun fact!
Grenades are being distributed.
A bit of, again, tactical fun there. Flak feeling though, ramming here, pushing back the section there. Fornost is on the move. Havoc there, fighting for the cutoff point. We do get Stews there being unlocked, but it's going to take a bit of a while to didn't get the fuel again due to the consistent harassment here, though. Helping Havoc, of course, is all the points down here and grabbing a bit away there from Fornost. So, thumbs up to Havoc. That means under the current circumstances, he's actually getting the same amount of fuel as his opponent. So, good map control play there from Havoc, of course, is going to be crucial and minimizes, this point here as being a weak point. Pack 30 only for Fornost. As I imagine he's quite aware of the possibility of a Stuart light tank here, as they typically tend for the British player to be the better counter to a lot of the DAK light vehicles. And you typically don't always get Humbers, or at least if they do, they tend to be a bit rarer, because DAK has a very easy time of countering Humbers comparatively to, say, for example, the Wehrmacht. Note, of course, that neither player yet to go for battle here. Both players keeping the cards a bit close here. Got that 250 after wants to move here. German troops bring up. Ambulance finally for Fornost. Meanwhile, Havoc there with the Stuart light tank. And we get smoke here. Reinforcement healing there. Do we see any upgrades for Havoc's troops? No. No anti-tank rifles, no Bren guns, no recce packages, and nothing. As for Fornost, I mean, he could upgrade more of his Panzer Grenadiers now with the MG34.
Always eager to serve.
Section being spotted by the flak feeling. Ooh, direct hit here from the artillery on the building.
Losing a victory point.
In the south, Here around the center, Zeppelin going for that artillery piece here. Section being pushed out in the open by the German Truppen. Havoc will bring up force to defend the cutoff point, bringing in the Stuart Light Tank. You can also see the flak being brought in to respond to the sappers push here. And here we see Havoc going in pretty aggressive with the Stuart Light Tank, adding the tank commander upgrade. And there, a grenade off from the Stuart Light Tank, shocking the crew quite shockingly. Good lord, the Germans! They're using anti-tank weapons! Bloody unsporting, I know. Tank commander upgrade there, boost troops, and of course alarms to target vehicles with it. Pretty handy upgrade. We also got a 6-pounder gun. Meanwhile, the Fornost moving forward here. Flak feeling and the Pak 38. In the south here we could see another minor duel here between Havoc and Fornost. Section is the Panzer Pioneer. They got the minesweepers out as well, just in case Havoc's been a busybody there. Meanwhile, German forces keep up the advance here. Flamethrower team are ready to flash out those Jerrys.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the
Got
field.
2 squads on the MG-34s, noting no veteran squad is yet here for Fornost. Pak 38 there on the cutoff point. And we got the ambulance rushing in, even transporting troops in it. Thumbs up to Fornost. I do like how he's handling things here tactically.
We have sectors isolated out there.
Coming up there with the machine gun wielding Panzergrenadiere. Certainly these 2 squads would certainly constitute an actual Panzergrenadier squad now. You know, compared to like an actual war squad. Section in a bit of trouble. Stuart on the move again here, ready to support the troops against those bloody Huns, but Section is getting absolutely focused down here. Fornost is ruthless, to put it gently. We do see a good shot on the Stuart Light Tank there already. Havoc still yet to go for battle group. Fornost, meanwhile, has committed to armored support. Got the veteran gunners, we got Panzerstorm, we got salvage kits, and we also see the Panzer Armee Commando. So Fornost here, already looking to project here. And dive onwards. We also got veteran squaddies actually now for Fornost. They finally got that upgrade going.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
In the center they got Panzer Pioneer busy. Go. Bit of work being done.
Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Mine spotted. Of course, showing that Fornost investment into minesweepers was excellent. But Havoc, though, continue not to pick anything. Could be heavy armored, could be air-and-sea battle group, could even be Indian artillery battle group. But I feel like at this point, Indian artillery is probably the least likely one, though could still end up being it just for cheaper reinforcements and a bit of air bursting. So we'll have to see the troops, though, battering in front of flamethrowers is a really bad idea there tactically by Fornost, since flamethrowers are area of effect weapons, meaning units that are, like, you know, really bunched up just means the flamethrower gets to do a lot more damage. That ended up being pretty good there for Havoc, honestly. South side here, section met by the flak feeling, and the flak feeling, of course, is very good to flush those Tommies away. Straight for the cutoff point again there. Havoc shows no mercy to those cutoff points. Cut off Havoc is also what he's known as. And also in traffic. Anyways, Panzer's moving forwards here. And we get a mortar for Havoc. Son, he's finally bringing in his own artillery. Ambulance rushing forwards here. I'm guessing that was a misclick there by Fornost, though I could be proven wrong. Could have been some kind of genius move there, just that move behind it. And there you go, we got a bit of artillery called in here, trying to break up here the German strong point. I mean, there's a lot of units bunched up here, so just find better artillery at it, could force it away. And Fornost here, almost 15 minutes of the game, actually goes for a second bike. Wow, you do not see DAK players really go for, like, bikes like that at all. It's typically, like, only early gamers, like, none at all.
We're back to full strength.
So there's a very interesting choice here. As for Havoc, he could soon be taking up here. Should have the resource for that company command post any moment now. Victory points wise, Havoc is got leader of Fornost and the 16th Panzer Division, 3rd Panzer Grenadier Company. training for Havoc. That will, of course, delay the tech, but it does also mean his infantry hit just a bit harder. And there go back here. So that's obviously going to use it for just to quickly grab around to his points. Force Havoc, of course, to divert something to deal with it. Maybe in home to use it to sort of bait away the steward. Though that might be assuming too much on my part.
The enemy has claimed a sector.
Panzerwing forwards here, big here, section, sappers all caught in a bit of a bad spot here. German troops in heavy hand-to-hand fighting here, but they're quickly being pushed out. Grenades being chucked even. Havoc optimistically throws a number 69 at them. And we got that flak feeling there. Once more proving to be a significant obstacle. Stood looking like it might go for northern push there, but decides against it. And there you go, company command post for Havoc. May want to be careful. That building that has seen much better days. So the structural integrity of that place is looking very dubious. And there you go, company command post loaded ready here in the south. We got the section there, base with the munitions point. Fight now, sting in there you go, big push here. But Fornost misjudging there, loses his flak, filling half to his 6-pounder gun. The Steward knocks it out. Might even use the marked target there to increase the damage inflicted. I believe that one can do it as well with Steward, by the way. So that was a pretty good move there by Havoc, and definitely punished Fornost there for getting a bit too confident. But still, the assault continues even with the flak filling half-track burning in the distance. German troops have seized the cutoff point. And even not suffered like that massive casualties. They actually fall back to the ambulance, get like healed up there. And quick over to the flak filling here. Really sharp play there for Fornost.
Rifle grenades and anti-tank grenades.
Grenades for Havoc. Definitely be handy. That would also be handy is getting back that cutoff point. Meanwhile, in the center, fresh fight here. Recce section surrounded by German troops. They attack from all sides, and Fornost has got the Panzer III on the way. Havoc, meanwhile. Okay, we got air and sea, the commandos, but also crucially the anti-tank rocket loiter. Could withdraw the Steward if he wants to. Which in the tank command upgrade, he's likely wants to keep it around here to mark targets and support his troops. Like the Steward light tank for that upgrade does have a lot of utility to it and should not be taken lightly. Of course, most players will. Fornost also bring up an MG-34 team of the slightly heavier kind than the LMG-34. Mines are being laid down. There goes Stewart again being engaged with the Pack 38 crew. 438 between 38. Havoc continues to have a strong lead here with Fornost. Northeast section based with that victory point. Panzer III rolling forward to the Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung L. Which was the first mass-produced model of the Model Panzer III there with the high-velocity gun. There was some based on the Model J, though known as the J1, but these were significantly not producing great numbers. So, little fun fact there. Havoc, of course, could also consider in some commandos here, particularly the LMG commandos, where the training can be quite good. But no, we do get a 6-pounder gun here. Clearly, the threat of Fornost's Panzer forces are leaving Havoc here just a bit concerned. And so he wants to make sure he's got the anti-tank guns to face off against the Panzerwaffe here. As we see an northern assault here by Fornost, troops and Panzers are looking to want to defend northern resources. I do feel like Fornost could be back from the south, even Havoc a bit, but we only get very light harassment here.
We're losing a fuel point. We're losing a victory point.
Grabbing that northern point.
Crews are on standby for orders.
6-pounder gun ready. That is the second one here, of course, for Havoc.
The enemy has pushed us back.
Fornost, meanwhile, is not far from another Panzer III, though, of course, he might also go for armored reserves, push for something a bit bigger than a Panzer III. Catching the section here in the center. South, he actually got the half-track. Fornost forgot about it. That's a pretty nice little win there for Havoc. And Havoc straight for the grants. No Matildas, no Crusaders for him. It's just all grants for Havoc. I'm not going to blame him. He's easily the best of the British medium tanks for general purpose of just, you know, plowing DPS. I mean, the Crusader does have advantages, that's Matilda, but the Grant just has the most in terms of pure raw firepower, which is typically what you're concerned about. That's meaning a Panzer Grenadier block there. Smoke and Mortify being sort of deployed back and forth here. Second Panzer Fleet for Fornost is almost ready, and Havoc should be able to go for the Grant soon enough. But it will take a bit more to get there. We also got some British forces actually flanking around here. German forces falling back here. We got armies sort of heading out here. And eastern outskirts of Pachino, and there go German troops again surging in. British forces though on the move as well here. Panther Fleet getting sniped at. German forces in the middle of the road are fairly easy target for the British troops. And the addition of Panther Fleet does provide a very helpful element. We got a second Panzer arriving here, further boosting Fornost Panzerwaffe. And far up north here, we got the Bike versus Sappers, as now Havoc once more descends upon all three victory points. Havoc also calling in the Grant, and we got here briefly at least the anti-tank rocket loiter activated, or at least active, but not activated. And so of course he's likely waiting for the right time to unleash it upon his German opponent. Striking it at the wrong time would just be a waste of 180 munitions, which, you know, as I sort of hint at, would be an absolute waste of resources. There you go, anti-move to the artillery fire there, bit of a slip there with Fornost.
You have 3 command points available.
Keeps swinging about there, like, you know, as if the British guns aren't blasting at the area, and the Grant is almost ready.
A Grant medium tank is reporting in.
Mortify, Vickers fire, there we go, Grant rolling ahead here. Mounting a 75mm gun and a 30mm gun on the tank.
We're losing a victory point.
Stood busy in the centre. Grant, there's about to make things around come from the Germans. But Panther Fleet's about to sit in as well there.
Enemy ground forces have claimed.
But we got 6-pounder guns covering the northern flank here, halting Fornost's attack there. Meanwhile, Grant moving through the centre, being hit though by the Panthers and the the Pack 38. More Pachino though crumbling under the roaring guns of both armies. Still not much attempt to really outflank the other one. But certainly part of that is probably down to just the map design. Again, the fact they have to like keep some forces around the cutoff point, or they're going to lose a fair bit of fuel. But at the same time, I mean, for Fornost, there's so much more could be doing in the opponent's southern sides, at least, you know, get more fuel advantage there. I mean, Havoc is really benefiting for the current setup in that sense. We actually got team weapon training, which is going to be big for the anti-tank in particular, but also the Vickers and the mortar. And we got supply surplus as well. We'll have to see if Havoc will make use of it.
Weapon teams have finished their training, Commander.
And there you go, Bike finally back in the south doing some work. Going for that centre victory point, we've got Fornost 6 with 213.
Damnation! The sector's in enemy hands.
Bit of light skirmishing, and there you go, another German assault here of the larger. Through the centre, Panzer guns moving up here, machine guns there, laying down a fierce wall of lead here against the British forces. Havoc's Grant here looks like it's going to try and maybe either push the north point, anticipating a move there by Fornost, who's planning to flank around. Hard to say, of course, here what exactly is going through their minds. One can only, you know, make some very rudimentary guesses. There you go, troops moving in here, perhaps they're meeting them head on. Not great there for Havoc, but pretty solid for Fornost. Grant no flank in now. Panther Fleet also withdrew there, perhaps Fornost sensed a bit of danger there. Up north here, machine team pushing back the wreckage section on health. Havoc withdraws them rather than, of course, lose them. And Fornost here, not one for bigger things than the Panther 3, just keeps calling in more Panzer 3s. And it does tend to be one of those, you know, shall we say, major dividing points I find between DAK players. Like, some will, like, you know, at this stage, go for armor service the first thing. Others, meanwhile, basically just ignore it and go for Panther Fleets. That does represent, you know, some variations on DAK play there. Troops getting handy in the center. Havoc, though, closing on another grunt here. Meanwhile, Fornost, third Panther Fleet has arrived. That is certainly where things could get very uncomfortable for Havoc's grunt if he isn't careful. He's also got a lot of munitions at this point. Might be in a decent concern investing into something that might, you know, do something against the Germans in the near future. Grunt, they're getting hammered the Pak 38 in the south here. Sappers pushed back by the Panzer Grenadiers. And there you go. A lot of damage to the grunt here. Finally, though, Havoc's bringing up a third or second grunt. Fornost, I imagine, could soon go for a fourth Panther 3. Centaurs made available. Don't think to go from at this stage. It would certainly be a very odd move there from Havoc if he were to go for the Centaur. I mean, there's obviously a good amount of infantry, but the bigger threat at this point, Havoc, is the Panther Fleet, and the Centaur is, quite frankly, not going to do anything against those. And with this, you'll see Fornost now with the triple cap. He's the one to bleed out Havoc and not the other way around. How will Havoc respond to this particular German affront? To his front line. To the British supremacy. Lightning somehow dodging a 6-pounder gunshot, even as an Ace Vickers is slamming away at it. Spoke deployed, he clearly setting up for a push in the center, or at least giving his opponent the, you know, suspicion he is going to go for it. Unfortunately for Havoc, if he had planned to move up there, he was going to be a bit disappointed as several Panthers were moving up, supported by the Panther Fleet here. Back there, though, getting hammered. Almost got to get grenades off here. Artillery called in. Oh, is it the loiter? It's the artillery. No loiter yet. Havoc continues to not pull the trigger on that one. He's playing his cards carefully. Feel like we're building up towards a large armor battle here in the south. Breccia section pushed back. Panther 3 swinging in. Doing a lot of damage here. Guns all blazing. Grant, 6-pounder swinging in and catching the Panther Fleet's a bad spot here. Oh, first shot, swallow it, misses. And we got the loiter call in here. But we also got a German loiter call in here. The skies are alive here. German troops moving in, and they got snares galore here. Troops being hit up by snares as well here. Unfortunately for Havoc, he got stuck here and got snared up. Meanwhile, the Panther Fleet's just zoomed away there, staying clear of the loiter and not getting caught up in anything, really. This is terrible for Havoc, since he lost one of his grunts, might lose the second one. He also lost a 6-pounder crew in comparison. Fornost just did not suffer anything similar. And now his Panther Fleets are basically free to roam. Oh, he got the second grunt too. I mean, that feels like that's going to be it then for Havoc, unfortunately. He lost so much there without really inflicting anything similar to his opponent. Of course, the mines could have perhaps been helpful around here, but then again, he probably wasn't anticipating that massive an armament assault there, supported by the Luftwaffe. It does continue to highlight, I think, just the problem with the loiters, and in particular the massive disparity between the British loiter and the German loiter. Of course, the harsh reality is just anti-tank aircraft in a sense, which just rated most of the time. They've actually missed the targets on both sides, basically. Just weren't that accurate. All the way looking pretty bad here for Havoc. Again, he went from being in a solid position to now being a pretty unsolid position. He still has resources for more grants, but he lost so much there. And the crucial part is his opponent did not.
All victory points are under enemy control. We must counterattack.
It's a really tough spot here for Havoc. Not sure what he'll do here. But his odds are not looking great here. Killing up with 3 Panther Fleets still about, even if some of them I need repairs here against Havoc. 210 to 207. Skirmishes they're bringing through. Carnifon being hit again. Anti-tank crews, they've been cleared out as well. The Havoc just suffering loss after loss here in the face of the German army. And there you go. Havoc just calls it quits here, I think. Realizing the situation is just beyond his control. So there you go. GG, game over. Brutal fight there. Again, a bit heavily focused around here. Feel like Havoc perhaps could have done more on the south. Arguably so could have Fornost also sooner. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, again, just highlights that Loiters continues to be a problematic design here in the Company Hero series, and yeah, they need to like do something about it, honestly. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial Team. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.